Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are well, and I hope you all have completed your notes that I gave you in your previous class. Okay, so what we have already learned in your previous class is that you have learned about the nucleus and its four components and a few cell organelles also, okay, like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, lysosomes, and ribosomes also. Okay, so today now I'm going to move on to our next cell organelle, that is mitochondria. Okay. So, children, this is the structure of mitochondria. Okay, first I'm going to explain it to you through diagram. Okay, so mitochondria. Okay, this is basically a sausage-shaped organelle, or sometimes you can say oval, or spherical, or cylindrical. Okay, so and this mitochondria, it is bounded by a double membrane. What does it mean by double membrane? That means it is having an outer membrane also, and it is having an inner membrane also. Okay, now the outer membrane is smooth. Okay, this outer membrane is smooth. As you can see, this is the outer membrane and it is very smooth. Okay, and it is freely permeable. Freely permeable means it is going to allow the substance in and out. Okay, in and out of the mitochondria. Now coming to the inner membrane, how it looks like, children? Inner membrane is selectively permeable. First thing is that it is selectively permeable. Selectively permeable, I already told you in your previous classes that it means this layer is going to allow only selected material to take entry and exit out of this mitochondria. Okay, only few selected materials are going to pass through this inner membrane. Now, and you can see, what you can see is that there are number of folds. Can you see this number of folds? These folds. Okay, these folds are known as cristae. C-R-I-S-T-A-E. Okay, children, so these folds are known as cristae. And so this inner membrane is thrown into numerous folds. Okay, these folds are known as cristae, and this cristae absorbs the area. Okay, it absorbs its area. Now the space between the cristae, okay, the space between the cristae, the space that are present over here, these are known as the inner chamber. Okay, these are known as the inner chamber, and it is filled with a dense fluid. Okay, it is filled with a dense fluid that is known as mitochondrial matrix. Okay, this dense fluid is known as mitochondrial matrix. What this dense fluid contains? It contains proteins, it contains enzymes, it contains lipids, ribosomes, RNA, and DNA. Okay, DNA, it contains ribosomes. Okay, now you all have learned about many cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, Golgi apparatus, but they all of them were not having DNA. Okay, so mitochondria is the cell organelle that has DNA. Okay, mitochondria is the cell organelle that has DNA. Now coming to the function of the mitochondria. Okay, so children, the mitochondria is known as the main, it is the main seat of cell respiration. Okay, and it is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. Now I'm going to explain you the first topic first, why it is known as the main seat of cellular respiration. Okay, and now you know, whenever we breathe, okay, whenever the process of respiration takes place in our body, the oxygen reaches to each and every part of our cell. Okay, that oxygen breaks down the glucose. Okay, वो ऑक्सीजन क्या करता है, हमारे ग्लूकोज जो सेल्स में हमारे ग्लूकोज उनको ब्रेक करता है. ठीक है, and when the glucose breaks, what happened? The energy released. Okay, the energy released, and carbon dioxide is also released. So that breakdown, okay, that breakdown of glucose, that takes place in the mitochondria of the cell. Okay, जो हमारा ग्लूकोज ब्रेकडाउन होता है that takes place in the mitochondria of the cell, and जो एनर्जी रिलीज होती है okay, that is stored, okay, that is stored in it, and that's why it is known as the powerhouse of the cell. So when we require that energy, it provides us, okay, it provides us that energy, that stored energy, and the energy is stored in the form of ATP. Okay, the energy is stored in the form of ATP, and ATP is also known as the storage currency of the cell. Okay, the energy that is released by the breakdown of glucose in the presence of oxygen, that energy is stored in the form of ATP, children, and that ATP is also known as the energy currency of the cell. Okay, so that's why mitochondria is known as the main seat of cellular respiration. Okay, because in the mitochondria only the glucose is breaking down and the energy is released in it only. Okay, so this is all about mitochondria. I hope the topic is clear to you, and if there is any confusion, you can contact me. Okay, you can connect to me anytime. Now your next cell organelle is plasters. Okay, so what are plasters? Plasters are basically, they are found in plant cells and in certain protist, means in some algae. Okay, other than that they are not found in animal cells. Okay, I repeat, plasters are found in plant cells and in some protists, like in some algae, and they are absent in animal cells. Now this plastid is of two types. Okay, first one is leucoplast and second one is chromoplast. Okay, leucoplasts are the colorless plasters. Leucoplasts are the colorless plasters and chromoplasts are the colored plasters. Okay, children. Now this leucoplast, okay, these occur in the cell which is not exposed to sunlight. I repeat, these leucoplasts occur in that part of the cell where that is not exposed to sunlight. Okay, it means कि ये part जो होगा, वो part जहाँ पे leucoplast present होगा, वो तो आपका sunlight के exposure में नहीं आएगा. Okay, and chromoplast occurs in the cell where there is an exposure of sunlight. Okay, जहाँ पे sunlight का exposure होता है, where the sunlight is exposed. Now this chromoplast, okay, these are the colored plasters and they are found in the region where there is an exposure of sunlight. Okay, जहाँ पे sunlight hit करती है. Now this chromoplast is divided into two. Okay, non-green chromoplast and green chromoplast. Okay, I repeat, non-green chromoplast and green chromoplast. Okay, so first we are going to learn about the non-green chromoplast. Okay, so non-green chromoplasts are those chromoplasts that contain the colored pigment. Okay, वो chromoplasts जिनमें colored pigment present होंगे. For example, like red, yellow, orange, etc. Okay, these type of colored pigments are found in, okay, this non-green chromoplasts are found in basically flowers, fruits, roots of higher plants. Okay, this non-green chromoplasts are found in flowers, fruits and roots of higher plants. Now coming to green chromoplast. Okay, now green chromoplast, because they absorb sunlight. Okay, they, in green chromoplast there is a pigment, that is green pigment is present. Okay, like in non-green chromoplast colored pigments were present, but in green chromoplast green pigment is present, that is known as chlorophyll. Okay, okay, so we can also call this chloroplast. हम इसको क्या, इस green chromoplast को we can name it chloroplast, because in this chloroplast chlorophyll is found. Chlorophyll is the green pigment that is responsible for the process of photosynthesis. Okay, and this green chromoplast or chloroplast is found in higher plants. Okay, is found in higher plants and in green algae. So children, I hope plasters and its type is clear to all of you. Now moving on to its function of chloroplast. So it's the function of chloroplast. Let's talk about the function of chloroplast first. The chloroplast is the green chromoplast, okay, in which the green pigment chlorophyll is present. So this chlorophyll traps the sunlight, okay. During photosynthesis process, it traps the sunlight and convert it into chemical energy, okay, and convert it into chemical energy in the presence of water and carbon dioxide, okay. So this was the function of chloroplast. Now coming to the function of non-green chromoplast, okay, coming to the function of chromoplast, they impact various colors, okay, they give various colors to the flowers, to fruits, okay, they give various colors to flowers to attract insects, okay, to attract insects for pollination, okay. Next is that leucoplast. Now you are going to say, ma'am, leucoplasts are the colorless plasts, okay, so what they are capable of. So the function of leucoplast, okay, this leucoplast is a colorless plastid, but its function is to store food in the form of starch, in the form of fats, and in the form of proteins also. Now children, first we have read about the mitochondria, after that you all have read about the plastids. Now coming to our next topic, that is vacuoles, okay. So what are vacuoles? Vacuoles are basically the single layered membrane and bounded by sac-like vesicles. I repeat, they are bounded by sac-like vesicles. What are vesicles? Vesicles are the sac-like structures. They are like the bags, okay, in which many different things are stored. So there is basically vacuoles occur in both plant cells and animal cells, okay. So there is a difference between that. Like in animal cells, the vacuoles are small in size and they are present more in number, okay. There are many vacuoles that are present in animal cells, but in plant cells vacuoles are bigger in size and there are only few vacuoles. It means that 1 or 2 vacuoles are going to be present. In animal cell, vacuoles are present in between, okay. In animal cell, vacuoles are present in between, in the middle of the cell, but in plant cells, vacuoles are present at the periphery of the cell, okay, at the periphery of the cell. Sorry, I repeat, vacuoles in plant cells, they are present in middle of the cell, okay, and the nucleus is present at the periphery of the cell. But in animal cell, because they are smaller, vacuoles are present. So in animal cells, they are going to be distributed, okay, they are going to be distributed in the cytoplasm. Now these vacuoles, what they used to do, they store excess amount of water, okay, they store proteins, they store fats, and they store minerals and many other substances. So this is enough for today, okay. You have read about vacuoles, you have read about mitochondria, and you have read about plastids. So I want all of you to revise the topic, and if there is any problem, you can connect me, okay. So thank you class. Have a nice day everyone. Let's meet with full energy in our next class. Okay, thank you.